now for your sake. Now you are ready. Tomorrow. What did you say? When I'm reposting it, I've got so many of those screen recorders, I'm shouting, yes! Yes! Tell them to me! Preach! Come on! So many of them. But how many times do I implement? That's why it's taking me so long to get to the point that I've got to. Don't let that be you, guys. In your adversity, don't stop. You heard stories, now that story, let that resonate in your head and just think, if she could do it in that time, then I can do it. When you're facing your situation, it might be different. Maybe you didn't get thrown into a proper prison, you didn't get thrown into a proper pit, but it's an adversity situation for you nonetheless. And whatever it is, you can absolutely get through it, and you can absolutely make a success of your life. I am, as I said, on target now, after not listening for months and years, on target now for a 6-figure year. Like, how is that possible? Now that I've got a spreadsheet, I can tell you my pence, how far away I am. I'm proud of myself. I think it took me 12 years to do it, but I can now go to my spreadsheet and tell you exactly how much pence and the plan to get to the end. So I know that if I can do it, I was doing the same with you, £25 cake and nonsense like that, and I've been able to transition. You can do it too, and I'm so excited that you put yourself here, because that proves that you are the right material. You've made the decision, you've taken the sacrifice, you've invested in yourself. You are here, whether you're watching online, whether you're here in person. I'm expecting great things of you. 6-figure businesses are coming, y'all. You see your t-shirt? It says I'm a money maker. Yeah, yes. Declare it. So we're going to have it. And I'm going to introduce to you now. I'm not going to give time for questions because we're already over. But I hope you were blessed, and I hope that you can take some learning away from that story. But the lady that I'm going to introduce to you now, as you've already heard me talking about her from many years, to the first person that I ever kind of paid to invest with. I was convinced, even though she was speaking soft, and she said, do it, Natasha. I was persuaded, and I learned so much from her that positioned me. She is a powerhouse. She's a serial entrepreneur. She's got 500,000 wide reach worldwide. Like, she's talking with big bosses like Les Brown. Like, how did you do that? And like, she literally has so much potential, and I'm so excited that she's in the room today. She always honors me. She's like, yeah, sure, girl. She came all the way from Spain. From Spain. From Spain to my God. That's what I call dedication. So please give a round of applause and welcome Rebecca. Because I need it. Oh my God. Can I just say, this woman is amazing, right? I wasn't brave enough to host an event since the COVID. I've done a lot of events to say. You're so brave. You're so brave to host this event. And even last year when we had the event that you hosted, it was just incredible. Mm-hmm. The confidence, what you see, the transformation in Tasha that has happened over the last few years has been a shared dedication. And what she talks about, taking action. She's not lying. When she's talking about pushing it all the way out, when she came and she got the inspiration at our event, it wasn't just inspiration. She walked away and just said, I'm going to go in. I want to go all in. Now I've seen what I'm capable of. I see what other women are capable of. And I'm going to go all in. So today I want to ask you, why are you here? Why are you here in this room right now? Why did you end up here? I know God has a purpose for all of us. It has a purpose for me to stand on this stage, and it has a purpose for you to be here. You didn't end up being here by accident. It's no accident that you're here. It's no accident that you met Tasha. There's no accident that Tasha met Kubi.
that she ended up at my event and she decided that today is the day I'm going to change my life. I'm going to walk in my purpose. I'm going to do what am I supposed to do to get to that next stage. You went through pain. It's painful. Growth is painful. Coming out of your comfort zone is painful. When you make that decision to say, you know what, today I'm going to walk in my purpose. Today I'm going to pursue my goals and dreams because I believe in my vision. Do you know how much guts it takes to do that? Because guess what? What were you afraid of? What was Tasha afraid of before she started? Judgment. People judging us. Everywhere you turn, people judging us. Not believing us. Saying, who are you to step out the line? Who are you to do something different? Who are you to give up your job and pursue your dream? But who are you not? Who are you not to pursue your dream? Who are you not to stand in your purpose when God has put you on this earth to do this? Who are you not? When we're standing here together, and the powerful thing is when you surround yourself with people who are also on this path, who are also walking the walk and saying, you know what? I believe in myself. And when you have people around you who say, I believe in you. I believe in you. I'll be your coach. I'll be your mentor. I'll stand beside you and I'm going to walk the walk because I know it's not easy. How many times have you failed at something? How many times have you failed at something? And how many times did you have to get up again and keep pursuing your goals and dreams? Count it. I know I have tried many, many things. Many businesses, many ventures, many launches. Things didn't work out. They don't always work out. My first business crushed me. I remember having to stand up on a stage at one of our second events and deliver my talk about failing my first business. And it was the scariest story that I have had to do, or the scariest thing I had to do. I delayed an event for half an hour to get up on stage and deliver this talk because I was scared. And guess what? As Natasha said, it's scary to stepping out as yourself on social media, on any platform, on stage to share your story because we get judged. We always get judged, right? And to be able to be vulnerable, to be able to say, today I'm standing in my truth. Today I'm owning my decisions, my failures, my actions, and I have no shame. Come on. Because what holds you back from standing in your truth, in your purpose, is the shame. You feel ashamed. You feel ashamed of judgment. You feel ashamed of your mistakes, of your failures. But you know what happens? When you embrace those things that people can no longer shame you for, you own your power. You own your power. You stand in your truth. And no one can say anything about you because you believe in yourself. Because you speaking your truth. Because you embracing your flaws. Because you embracing your skin color, your hair. You're not afraid to say, I've lost my hair and here I am. But I'm still walking. Come on. I'm still walking. I'm still pursuing my purpose. I'm still serving God. I'm still serving my audience, my community. That's what happens when you're no longer afraid. And we as women, over and over again, have been shut down. Attempted to be kept quiet in the boxes. You be at home and you be a good wife. And you'll get a pat on the back. And you might even get some pocket money. Really? I didn't come for your pocket money. I didn't come here for your change. I came here to make a difference in my life. Because when you walk your walk, there's going to be nobody to lift you up. Huh? Who's had freebies here, right? Who has had a free ride in life that you didn't have to fail, you didn't have to feel pain, you didn't have had to face challenges or adversities? Who has had a free ride? Nobody. Nobody has had a free ride here. So today, as we here to transform our businesses, maybe even transform our lives, I want you to take that pen and paper, whether right now or when you get home, and I want you to think back to all the things that you think you're afraid of. Or the stories that you believe are shameful. Or the things or the challenges and adversities that you have been through that brought you here. Every single time that you have had to get up and keep going. Every single time you have had to believe in yourself and pick yourself back up again and keep moving forward. How many times? That's your strength. That's your superpower. That's your authenticity. This is your message. And guess what? Nobody has the same message as you do. Nobody has the history, the background, your charisma, your story, your walk, your presence, your energy. Because you are unique. What you have to bring in this life is unique to you. You can rest assured that someone right now is manifesting you in their lives. Someone is praying for you. Someone is crying for you. Someone is waiting for you to show up in their lives like Tasha did. Right? Or maybe you're praying for someone. So look around you. Look around the room. Look around your communities. Look around your social media. Who are you allowing into your life? Lately, I'm very careful about people I allow into my life.
Come on now.
Into my energy field. Who do I allow to speak life into me? Huh? Who do you allow to coach you, to mentor you, to speak life? Because not everybody is going to have best intention for you. Not everybody is going to have the best intention for your business. They're going to try to hold you back. I say, no, walk that path. When you know very well that the path for you is there because you believe it. So I want you to embrace that path every single day. When there are people who are doubting your vision, doubting your goals, doubting your destination, I want you to keep praying for it and knowing that you have a plan and God has a plan for you. And just walking that faith. That plan is bigger than anybody who could ever try to shut you down. It's bigger. It's bigger. Your purpose is bigger. Your mission is bigger. And when you're no longer afraid to fail, to be judged, to be resented, to be rejected, you will just walk. And when a woman walks without fear, no one can stop her. How can you stop a woman who has no fear? How? We're here on purpose. I have had to walk through hell in the last 6 weeks, even to be here. It's through hell. But I keep walking in my purpose.
Amen.
Because it's not about me. I'm the messenger.
Yeah.
I'm here delivering my message, but it's not about me. It's about all of you. It's about the impact. It's about the things that I have been through, so I can say I can stand up for myself and I can stand up for you.
Amen.
If I can feel empowered through my actions, through my behavior, through being able to share my story, I can empower you. And you can do the same. Just a few days ago, I've been through domestic violence with my ex, 6 years. A man that I trusted wholeheartedly has nearly taken my life away. And that was a moment in time that I could have said to myself, I'm not going to share this story. I'm going to be isolated. Even my family think I'm crazy. Right? I could have been isolated. I shared that story publicly. And I've been sharing that story publicly. And the minute I made that decision to walk and own my life without fear of judgment, without fear of anything, I've changed. And people saw the change in me, they couldn't take it. They can't take it. When you start to walk in your purpose, people can't take it. But fight. Because I'm fighting for my freedom. And you need to be fighting for yours. And I'm fighting for this freedom, not just for me. I'm fighting for that freedom for every single woman who has been through domestic violence, through abuse, manipulation, whether it's your partner, your loved one, your family, your closest ones, maybe somebody at work, you've been bullied. In my last relationship that's gone bad, I've lost my voice. Today you may see me on stage. But 8 years ago, I couldn't speak on stage. I didn't have a voice. For 2 years, I have come a long way. It's been 5 years, 6 years since I've been hosting events and mentoring people. Finding my voice, embracing that power, embracing the femininity. Because we as women, believe me, we're powerful. We're powerful. I want you to say to yourself right now, I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
Yes, you are. You are. And I want you every single day when you wake up to look in the mirror and say, you're amazing. You're powerful. You're confident. You're loved. You're respected. Because I respect you. I love you. And if I can love you, then surely that's the least I'm going to expect from somebody else, right?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Clap for yourself. Every single morning, I want you to wake up. Clap for yourself every single morning. Because you woke up.
Come on.
Yes.
Because you woke up. You put your feet out of the bed.
Yes.
Clap for yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Because you faced that fear and you did something that you didn't know was possible for you to do. Clap for yourself. Every day. Because the things that you are bringing to this life, nobody else can. Right? Whether it's through your social media, through your business, through your mission, through your purpose, and even just showing up. We have to get used to being able to speak our truth. And just like Tasha, she didn't want to show herself authentically. She was afraid. And these are the things that constantly keep us pulling back, reeling us in. Just play small. Play small. Don't. Because you're giving power to somebody else. Empower yourself every single day. And that's what it takes, honestly. It takes every single day getting out of your bed and saying, today I will be empowered. Today, I will put fire off my peaches. That girl there knows what that is. I'm going to light up that fire, and I'm going to do something to make impact. So by the time I go to bed, I know I've done my very best to do this, right? So what are you taking action in today, right? What is the result that you want? So you came here today. What is it that you want? At the end of today, or end of the week, or end of the year, what do you want? Because when Tasha came to our event, that was June 2 years ago, she was still a little bit cautious, a little bit afraid for the next 6 weeks. And I remember around this time, 2 years ago, she'd done her first live. And from that day forward, she faced that fear and just said, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep showing and see what happens with faith, right? This young lady told me that I should do lives. I don't know why. I'm going to follow her advice. See what happens. It worked for her, right? So, guess what? So this was August, September, October, November. By November, she has already published a book, a podcast, launched an academy, right? Started to sell things online. More than tripled her following. This was just 3 months. So at the end of today, I know you all have notes. I know it's been a phenomenal day. I know you're going to walk away with some tools and resources. But what are you going to do? What is your plan of action? Because if you don't have a plan of action, how are you going to get to your final destination? Right? And whether you need to have a coach, a support network, resources, community, you have to evaluate what you need. I made many mistakes investing in coaches and programs, I'm not going to lie. But I also made some really good decisions that actually paid off. You know, last weekend I was meant to be on stage with Les Brown, talking in front of 1,000 people, sharing my story. And these are the investments that I have made in mentors that I knew aligned with my goals, okay? Aligned with what I'm trying to achieve. Just like Tasha has been through a number of coaches and mentors at the stage of her business that she needed to grow, right? You need accountability. And if it's not your coach, you need to have an accountability partner, right? A lot of the times, and I hear this a lot with people in my community and people I work with, say, I don't have friends in my network who understand what I do. Well, guess what? Don't talk to them. Simple as that. They're not there to guide you. They might be there to support you emotionally if they are that kind of way. Fantastic. But everybody has that. But these are the people. These are not the people that's going to help you find the answers that you're looking for. So what do? Right? You find the right people who do. Who are able to accelerate where you are today. Because as Tasha was saying, honestly, it's just tweaks. It's just tweaking your plan just so ever so slightly that could make a difference between you slogging for 6 months and seeing no results to implementing something and making money within a week. Right? Sometimes it's just that simple. And we sit there, especially as women, we overthink it. We need another course, another training program. We need to do this and that, and but just see how you can get. Like now, I can launch business within a week, 2 weeks. Right? In fact, I have been doing that because I have taken those steps over and over and over again, and I know what works, what doesn't work. I've tried it. Like I said, I've tried a million things that didn't work. I'm not ashamed of that. So I want you to embrace the fact, not what this society here tells you that, oh, if you fail, you're a failure. No. I want you to embrace failure and say, how can I fail today so I can get to my success quicker? How can I learn that lesson so I can overcome that and just start moving towards the direction of my goal every single day? How can we do that? How can you eliminate that? It takes action. Nothing is guaranteed. Me as your coach, or Tasha as your coach, she can't guarantee you success. Nobody can. You can guarantee success. You know how? 1, belief.
Amen.
Belief in your vision. Belief in your goals, your dreams, everything that you want. More than that, belief in yourself. Nobody will believe in your goals or dreams or your business or your plans or any dream that you're selling to anybody if you don't believe in yourself. How are you going to sell your vision if you don't believe it? Come on now. I'm going to get you on that stage if we're going to get you vision. I told you this girl been fired up. You got to do that sweet girl that you met 2 years ago. She's gone. We're going crazy after there. Come on now. Believe in yourself. Nobody else will. Plan. Have a plan. All right? Every business needs a plan. No matter how small project you're doing, you gotta have a plan. Even if it's on a napkin, even if it's in your diary. My last business plan is in my iPhone iCloud notes. And I'm launching it in 3 weeks' time. Do or die. It's already developed. Right? And my plan is just a financial plan because everything else I know what I'm going to do.
Right, come on.
I just gotta know my numbers. Why am I doing this for? Do you just like to work for free? Do you just like to work for free? You can come and work for me then. I don't want to see you working for free. I don't work for me. But no, you're gonna know your numbers. That's what I mean. You're gonna know the numbers because if you're gonna start and you're gonna invest 6 months into something, or you're gonna invest some money into building something, how do you know it's gonna make money if you haven't done your figures? So as far as I'm concerned, you could be wasting 6 months and getting to no results. And even when you do charge, is it actually profitable? Right? My first business, when I failed, I had to realize that After I made this whole invention, I went through production process, manufacturers, meetings, 2-3 months, years creating a brand, only at the end to realize actually having just 1 or 2 machines isn't actually going to work out. I need 10 for that to break even and to make sense. That's £250,000 investment just to make sense. At 22, I wasn't quite ready to scale to that because I wasn't quite ready. I didn't know this was going to take. That's huge. Right? So don't get yourself in a position where you're building this dream and you have this dream and you believe it so wholeheartedly, and your friend or people telling you there is no business in there. Validate it. Validate your idea. Validate it with your audience. Validate it with your coaches, mentors, investors, accountants. Right? There is the proper way of doing it, going through lawyers and accountants to set out your businesses, or there's ways of doing it with coaches and support and mentoring. Right? So be smart. Be a little bit sassy and a little bit street smart when it comes to your business. Right? Because we need that. We need to be, like entrepreneurs. The reason why we are entrepreneurs and business owners is because we're not the kind of people who will sit in a box, in a 9 to 5. We're not that kind of people. We have our own ideas, right? We have our own goals and dreams, and we're headed somewhere. So for that reason, you have to be adaptable to change, right? When COVID hit, how many people have had to embrace technology? All right? How many of you are not comfortable with technology? Raise your hands. If you're not comfortable with technology, what do you need to do to make yourself comfortable? I didn't know tech until I have had to go and learn it. And actually, what I've realized that when you know your tech, no one can spin you around and charge you $5,000 for a website because you know you can do it. You do it in 5 minutes. One day I had an idea, got all my domains ready, put the site up, boom, put all the plugins. Before midnight, the thing is on.
Come on.
And if I was to do it the proper way, people ask me, how much would it cost? $10,000.
Yeah, exactly.
$10,000 in 3 months. Yeah. 3 weeks, that's what I plan on doing. So be empowered. Be empowered in your knowledge, education, support, your tools. There are millions of tools out there that will fast track you to making money. You gotta know those tools. Right? And your mentors will teach you them. They should teach you. So quit spending so much money on things that you just don't. Like Tasha called me after she already made some mistakes. Can I expose you?
Tell them, please.
Yeah, and she was building her website under somebody else's platform. Not her own domain, not her own sales channel. And she was investing quite a lot, like what she could have got for a good, decent, customized website. I said, Tasha, what are you doing? Why don't you talk to me before you do these things? I don't know. I need to have to pick up the phone to you every month and just check on you if you're not making mistakes. Right? Because instead of her hiring a coach for, a couple grand, saving herself and getting to that goal, she's like, no. I'm just going to quickly do it myself. I make a whole lot of mistakes and then come back and say, oh, shit. Okay, I don't know how much time I've got.
15.
Okay, so we've got 15 more minutes. I want you today to really walk away with something of value. I know I've talked about many things. A lot of it is mindset, belief, confidence, tools that you need to be successful. But I really want you to walk away with something practical, actionable, something that you can do and implement right away. So I see you just all waiting in anticipation, like, what is she going to drop? Like, what is that one secret key that she has for me to unlock my business, right? You're curious?
Yeah.
A little bit? All right. The big secret is you all have a trying to go? You have a key, you have a key, you have a key. Tasha has a key. Because it's unique to you. Your dreams and goals are unique. They're not something you can copy and paste. It's not something I can give you a blueprint and say, just implement it, you're going to make loads of money. No, you're going to have to work it out. You're going to have to figure out. You're going to have to ask the right questions. It's not just getting the right answers. You got to know how to ask the right question. So, for the next 15 minutes, what questions do you have for me to help you with some practical tools, advice, that perhaps something is burning inside of you and you're saying to yourself, I just don't know how to get past that. So think about the question that you want to ask. If I was to give you an answer, it will change your business. Because there was a question that my mentor asked me, and he said to me, why do you want to speak? I just joined your program for speaking. How can you ask me why do I want to speak? I've been hosting events for 5-6 years, hosted many workshops, many trainings, many lives. I know I'm passionate about it. I know I'm passionate about empowering women. But when my mentor asked me that question from a place of authority and love, he said, why do you want to speak? I want to know what's the purpose of you being here. And in that split second, I knew exactly why. Because I have been through adversity of losing my voice, fighting my battle through years to feel empowered and confident again, to regain my power and speak my truth again. And I told him, I said, I know what it's like to lose my voice. And that's why I want to train to be a professional speaker. Most times before, when I first started hosting events, I couldn't sleep at night the night before. I couldn't sleep because I'm so nervous. Even if it's 15 minutes talk, I would be so nervous to get up on stage. Last night, I went to bed and I slept so peacefully. And I prayed. I didn't have slides. My computer wasn't even charging. I was staying at a hotel. Right? I'm still going through my storm. But I knew when I was coming to this stage, I'll be the vessel for God. To deliver the message that needs to be heard today. I don't have slides. I didn't know what I was going to tell you today. I didn't know. But I'm standing in my truth to be here and to serve you all and to be a vessel for God's work. So you can change your life and you can change your business.
I've got.
Over to you, ladies.
Do you know what? I'm going to ask this because you have so changed, like, massively. Like, as you said, but now it's like, who's this girl? Like, who's this girl? What happened? So I would just love to know what got you to that point where you're now like, actually, I'm not, because I think it will help. Because that's what I had to do as well. I had to become me. But what made you, what was your turning point?
My turning point is still a turning point. I'm still in that turning point. But I think the biggest realization is knowing that the walk I'm walking right now is, in the fight I'm fighting right now, is not just for me, right? Because it's a fight I'm fighting for everybody else as well. And not being afraid of my past, of my mistakes, and not feeling shame over anything. I have had a my peer from Les Brown training, he came before me in the previous training, and he said to me, if your life was a best-selling book and a Billboard movie that was, red carpet and everything, what would your life represent? Right? How would you tell your story if you knew it was going to become a blockbuster? And he said to me, the program I do with my coaching clients is I empower them to let go of shame. Everything that shames them, they write on their t-shirts, and they go out on the street and yell all the things that they are afraid of, all the things that they believe are shameful. And when you let go, No one can do anything to you. You're empowered. Because you're not afraid. Because you stand in your truth. And that is a simple answer to say, now you're empowered. Because no one has a weapon against you. You walk in your truth. You walk in your purpose. And anything else, you're shutting it out. And you just keep going forward. Because that's all you see. You're going forward. You're not going backwards. You're not going sideways. You're not being distracted. Because distractions will come. The devil will come. In many ways. Even within your own family. That's the biggest one. That's the biggest one. That family try to hold you back and safe because of their own fears and insecurities and limiting beliefs and conditionings. And they try to condition you. But you saying to them, I've changed. I've grown. I've transformed. I'm no longer that person that you saw me 6 months ago. When you come back from this event today, I want you to step into your house and say, I have changed. I'm no longer the same person that I was yesterday. Come on. Come on. Talk to yourself. She don't live here no more. Not at this address.
That's right. Amen.
Thank you.
Online, we got a comment to say, I've noticed the change in your energy from this event versus the last event. More fire, even when you talk.
We're stepping in. I'm not stepping in alone because next month, not only we just launched a magazine 2 months ago, and there's a new edition coming out. I can officially say the idea, the concept that I have had and been mentioning today is a digital publishing platform for women empowerment. So not only have a digital magazine or publishing platform coming out next month, that means I want to see your articles in this magazine. I want to feature your businesses. I want to put you on stages. I want to hear your stories. So next time you're standing on the stage, I want you to feel empowered and say, you know what? I've been through Tasha's program, and I can tell you that day has changed my life. The minute I walked into Tasha's event, changed my life. Like she can take a testimony for me to say, I've been to Ray's event. Transform my life. Okay? So I want you to walk out of here, transform, change. 6 months from now, I don't want to recognize you.
Come on,
Ray. I want you to walk up to me and say, Ray, here's my book.
Yes, come on.
Here's my book. Next week, I'm launching my business.
Yes.
Or I've launched my business. I've launched my podcast.
Yes.
Guess what? I want you to put me on stage at Women in Business event.
Yes.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go. And you know what I want to say to you? Let's go.
Amen.
Why? Because you have taken action. You have invested in yourself. You persevered. You believed in yourself. And you came with confidence. When you walk into that room, I want to feel that confidence. I want to feel that fire. Say fire! Fire! We're all on fire! I'm walking out of here the other way. I want you to be on fire. I want you to say, let's go! We're going to get it. 6 months. September, October, November, December. 4 months. That's all you got, 4 months for the rest of the year to make a change. Be unrecognizable. I don't recognize you here in 6 months' time. I don't want to recognize you. Don't want you to recognize me either. Come on now.
Thank you so much. Amazing. And she's not talked about this.
No, this is...
But bestseller on which, how many platforms is it bestseller on?
US Today, Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
Boom!
Come on now. Part 2 next year.
Yeah. So guys.
I've got some copies. I want to give 1 copy to someone.
Oh!
I don't know how we're going to do this.
We can do a draw, there's a draw.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Love you guys.
Thank you guys. Wow. I'm so excited. No. Gosh, man. I can't dance, but I just want to dance. So at break time now,
There's, what's it, shoe?
Cockenbush.
Cockenbush. Cockenbush.
We do
That-
on the board, so
That French thing, that